So most people, I guess at, I don't know, what is it, 1:30 a.m. on Sunday morning, so it would be going still partying from Saturday night, but I'm just here making weird opinion videos that I'm pretty sure nobody is going to pay attention to. So, I've been a nerd for many years. It pretty much started when I was 6 years old and I got my NES from my dad, bought it for me, and I've been nerdy ever since. Let's just say when your first crush as a teenager was Vincent Valentine and not NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys, and I am exactly aware of how much that ages me. Yeah, you're not gonna live a normal life. With that being said, there are things in the nerd and convention community that I cannot stand. It's the more mainstream it's gotten, the more screwed up it's gotten. And I don't know how we can change or fix these things, but, you know, we're all nerds. Like, why are we going after each other? The thing I hate the most about the society in general, as well as the otaku nerd community, racist bullshit. For example, I used to be in a Final Fantasy VII group until I was personally victimized by a conversation about an inaccurate Tifa cosplay that they only liked because anyways, that's a whole separate story. They had a guy on there. He, perfect Cloud Strife cosplay. Completely perfect. The guy was African American. Do you know how many people jumped on that dude because he was African American cosplaying that? Let him do what he wants. It doesn't hurt you. It's awesome. It was an awesome cosplay. You know, and I don't think that what somebody cosplays should be dictated by race, because a lot of the people that cosplay are not Asian. And if everybody who wasn't Asian couldn't cosplay or wasn't, you know, there wouldn't be any cosplayers hardly. So I really think that we need to stop going after people of color for cosplaying. I've heard people just be completely nasty to these people. There are people of color who won't even cosplay because it's gotten so bad. Let everyone have fun. That's what cosplay and convention should be about. That's all it is. I mean, just stop being stupid. Because, let me assure you, you know, it's like, it's not, I just cannot stand racism. I can't even articulate how much I hate racism. Because, like, everybody should just be able to do what they want and nobody bother them. The second thing is, yes, I'm a fat woman. We need to stop the fat shaming, okay? And it's kind of funny because the men that go after the women who are fat do not look like gacked. And even if you do look like gacked or you are gacked, somebody else's weight is not your business. And I will defend people to the death that get called out about their weight, because people don't typically defend me. And then there's the Deadpool cosplayers that, like, go overboard. It is fine to act like Deadpool. It is not fine to touch people inappropriately. It is not fine to grab people's kids. And yes, this happened at ACEN last year. It is not fine to need the police called on you because you were not following the rules and laws of society. They still apply in the anime convention, which is ironically the only reason I know about Deadpool. Cosplay elitists. I despise these people. They're the people who, some of them are celebrity cosplayers. They're like, well, you can't do that because you're too fat or you're this or you're that or whatever. Cosplaying should not be about impressing people, getting likes on Instagram, or whatever social media you use, or or impressing anybody or winning awards. It should just be about having fun. And yes, I buy my cosplay. You know why? Because I don't have time to make it. I have to juggle a job. I have a house. I have bills to pay. I have stuff to do. I can't sit there and make like a 20-part cosplay. If that's your hobby, great. But, you know, don't look down on people who can't do that. Because 40 hours a week at work is work enough on the cosplay. The gatekeeping that happens in the nerd community is a little bit ridiculous, usually aimed toward women. Stuff about like, oh, well, you're not a real nerd unless you know this, or you're not a real otaku if you only like the mainstream anime or one anime, or, you know, come on, we're nerds. Just let us be nerds. I mean, does it really matter who likes what? Not really. And also the fact that we need cosplay as not consent is very concerning to me. Thankfully, I have not had somebody do that to me, although I'm waiting for it to happen because, yeah, I'm female, and I guess a lot of people are groping cosplayers. When I first started doing this and, like, going to conventions and being a super nerd, like 2006, 2007, this wasn't happening. Like, people, or at least that I heard about, people, like, people were, like, glomping each other, which is like hugging each other, but hugging people without their consent, but it wasn't, like, assault. Now it's just assault, and it's like, hey, I'm sorry, you need to not do that. Keep your hands to yourself. It's not hard. You know, people are not objects for your entertainment. Just keep your hands to yourself. Don't care if you're male, female, or something in between. The thing that I do, but there are so many things that I love about the otaku community. I just think we need to address some of these issues and be rational and at least reasonable. Yes, we're otaku. Yes, we are ridiculous people. But, you know, we don't need to be going after each other. You know, if you don't like somebody's cosplay, don't look at it. If you don't like somebody's body, just don't look. It doesn't affect you. If you're being a racist, screw you. You're a horrible human being and you make us all look bad. And let's just all have fun with this. This is what it's for. That's why I go to conventions, to have fun, to people watch, to buy overpriced crap that I really don't need. Believe me, this is not even all of my collection. I have a whole bunch of it. And I had to get rid of a lot of manga that I wasn't reading anymore because I had too much of it before I moved. So let's just all have fun and let everyone do and like what they want and be who they are and just get over it.